Environmental consciousness. In recent years, the Eiffel Tower has embraced sustainability. LED lighting has replaced older systems. Solar panels, wind turbines, and rainwater collection systems have been added. The management team is working to reduce its carbon footprint, proving that even a 19th century monument can adapt to 21st century values. Legacy and inspiration. The Eiffel Tower has inspired thousands of replicas and tributes around the world, from Las Vegas to Tokyo. Its iron lattice has become a signature style. Beyond architecture, it has inspired the spirit of resilience. The tower's story reminds us that visionary ideas often face opposition, but with persistence, they can rise above criticism and stand the test of time. Fun facts and lesser-known secrets. The Eiffel Tower grows and shrinks by up to 6 inches due to temperature changes. Gustave Eiffel had a private apartment at the top of the tower. It takes over 60 tons of paint to repaint the entire structure. The Eiffel Tower is repainted every 7 years. Despite its iron bulk, the tower weighs less than the air around it at its height. Closing thoughts from its controversial beginnings to becoming a global icon, the Eiffel Tower's journey is a story of imagination, resistance, and triumph. It continues to captivate the world not just because of how it looks, but because of what it represents, the belief that anything is possible with vision and perseverance. Closing thoughts. From its controversial beginnings to becoming a global icon, the Eiffel Tower's journey is a story of imagination, resistance, and triumph. It continues to captivate the world not just because of how it looks, but because of what it represents, the belief that anything is possible with vision and perseverance. Standing tall and proud in the heart of Paris, the Eiffel Tower is one of the most recognizable structures in the world. It draws millions of visitors each year and is often seen as a symbol of romance, art, and innovation. But behind its elegance lies a fascinating story, a tale of vision, controversy, engineering brilliance, and transformation. In this video, we'll take you on a journey from the conception of the Eiffel Tower to its place as a beloved global landmark. The idea is born. The Eiffel Tower's story began in the late 19th century. France was preparing for the 1889 Exposition Universelle, a world fair held to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. The French government wanted to showcase the country's industrial and engineering prowess. A call was put out for proposals to build a centerpiece for the event, something bold and spectacular. This is where Gustave Eiffel, a respected engineer, stepped in. Gustave Eiffel and his vision. Gustave Eiffel was already known for building bridges and railways. His company had a reputation for mastering iron as a building material. Two of his senior engineers, Maurice Koechlin and Émile Nouguier, sketched a radical idea, a 300-meter iron tower. At first, Eiffel wasn't sold on the idea, but when he saw a refined version with more architectural flair, he embraced it wholeheartedly, purchasing the rights and presenting it to the authorities as a symbol of modern science and industry. Fierce backlash from the public. However, not everyone was impressed. When the design was made public, it sparked outrage. Artists and intellectuals in Paris launched a protest, calling the tower a monstrous piece of metal and an eyesore that would ruin the city's beauty. More than 300 signatures were collected in an open letter titled, "Protest by Artists Against the Tower of Mr. Eiffel." Despite the criticism, construction moved ahead. Engineering marvel and construction began in January 1887. It was a massive undertaking. More than 18,000 iron parts were assembled with over 2.5 million rivets. At the time, the Eiffel Tower was the tallest man-made structure in the world. Safety was a top priority. Only one worker died during construction, which was rare in that era. After just over 2 years of work, the Eiffel Tower was completed in March 1889, just in time for the World Fair. Debut at the 1889 World Fair. The Eiffel Tower opened to the public during the Exposition Universelle in May 1889. It was an instant hit. Nearly 2 million people visited during the fair. Though some Parisians still hated it, many visitors were awed. The Eiffel Tower became a symbol of human achievement, rising above the skyline with elegance and strength. It held the record as the tallest structure in the world until 1930. saved by science and technology. Originally, the Eiffel Tower was meant to stand for just 20 years. It was scheduled for demolition in 1909. However, Eiffel had a plan. He promoted the tower's use as a scientific laboratory. It was used for wind experiments, radio signals, and later television transmissions. Its usefulness saved it from destruction. Eiffel even paid for some experiments out of his own pocket to keep the tower relevant. Wartime roles during World War I, the tower played a key role in military communications. It intercepted enemy radio messages and transmitted orders to the front. In World War II, when Hitler visited Paris, the French famously cut the tower's elevator cables so he'd have to climb the stairs. The tower also survived German orders to destroy it in the final days of the war. Once again, the Eiffel Tower endured. Transformation into a cultural icon. As time passed, the Eiffel Tower shed its image as an eyesore and became a beloved monument. Artists, poets, filmmakers, and fashion designers began to feature it in their work. It appeared in countless films, photographs, and songs. It wasn't just a structure, it was a symbol of love, beauty, and French identity. Tourists from around the globe flocked to it, and it became one of the most visited monuments in the world. Innovations and renovations over the years, the Eiffel Tower has been continuously updated. Elevators were improved, new lights were installed, and broadcasting equipment was added. In 1985, a dazzling light system was introduced, and in 2000, a sparkling display of lights was added to ring in the new millennium. Today, the tower continues to evolve while staying true to its original form,